In this week's Space Zone News, we cover the Swarm ESA satellite constellation is successfully launched. Big news for the Vega launcher. The industrial rollout ramped up to 10 further vehicles. The Copernicus program will make satellite data free for all from the Sentinel fleet. Participate in the Find a Name contest for Samantha Cristoforetti mission. The innovative 3-satellite Swarm fleet was successfully boosted into orbit by a Russian Rokot launcher on the afternoon of the 22nd of November. Its mission is to measure the Earth's magnetic field, which is in constant flux due to its disparate sources. The magnetic field protects the Earth from solar-charged particle and more generalized cosmic radiation bombardment, and is apparently weakening, thereby affecting global change. The 3 satellites, all identical, will fly different orbital patterns. 2 will fly in formation, but 10 kilometers apart, at a height of 460 kilometers, while the third will be placed in a higher orbit of 530 kilometers. Swarm is ESA's 4th Earth Explorer mission, all of which have had as their primary goal the further exploration of the Earth and its environment from space. Swarm is specifically intended to study how the magnetic field is linked to the Earth's molten iron core, and how it has fluctuated over time, with a view of how to mitigate the negative effects of a future north and south polar inversion. With just 2 launches under its belt, the Vega booster has already been judged an outstanding success, to the point where an order was signed in Rome on November the 20th for a further 10 more vehicles to be used through 2018, in addition to the preliminary order of 5. The significance of the order was highlighted by the patronage of the French President François Hollande, together with his Prime Minister Jean-Marc Ayrault, and the Italian Prime Minister Enrico Letta. Also present were the respective research ministers Geneviève Fioraso and Maria Chiara Carrozza. The contract was signed by Stéphane Israël, Chairman and CEO of Arianespace, and Pierluigi Pirelli, CEO of European Launch Vehicle SPA. The latter is the primary industrial contractor for the Vega program, and is a joint venture between Avio and the Italian space agency ASI. The ESA member states, legal owners of the Sentinel satellite program, have passed legislation, the European Delegated Act on Copernicus Data and Information Policy, that has the enlightened and far-reaching policy of sharing all environmental data that is issued as a result of the Copernicus program, noted for its deployment of the Sentinel satellites. Notwithstanding the rather ominous-sounding name, the fleet of satellites whose first launch is set for 2014 is scheduled to radically advance the management of controllable environmental factors, the monitoring of climate change variables, and help civil security. Said to create 50,000 new employment opportunities by 2030, it is the first time that satellite data will be disseminated to members of the general public as well as specialized users. Guido Levrini, Directorate of ESA Earth Observation Programs, described the Copernicus mission as follows.
You have to imagine the difference between making a trip by hitchhiking and hoping to get to destination sometime, or building a railway system with a stable, guaranteed, even more comfortable service. This is the difference. It's the difference between being able of taking some data, proving the concept or having a system which is an operational system and which is optimized for that purpose. So you don't only have improved performance. I don't enter into discussing the details of in which sense these are better, these systems, but they are designed such that you are always sure that you get your data for your needs. Is the difference between, if I may say, if my grandfather was working in Argentina, which is not my case, but could have been a case, my grandmother should have gone on Wednesday to book a telephone line to make a phone call of 5 minutes on the next Saturday, because the lines were let's say, limited. 3 generations after, my children, they take this and they are sure to get the line. They don't ask themselves, where is the infrastructure? The infrastructure is there. And this is the gap that Copernicus will bring. Will bring an infrastructure that is there. You will not think any longer about how this is possible. You know that, of course, you get a line.
On a lighter note, with a year to go before Samantha Cristoforetti's maiden flight to the ISS, ASI, ESA and the Italian Air Force have launched a joint call for ideas to name the mission. The message was further reinforced by one of Luca Parmitano's last video messages beamed back to Earth, following on the success of the Find a Name contest that resulted in Volare. Samantha suggests that the name should try and encapsulate some of the following themes: research, discovery, science, technology, exploration, inspiration, wonder, adventure, travel, excellence, teamwork, humanity, enthusiasm, dreams, and in particular nutrition, which will be studied in depth during the mission. Difficult to come up with a snappy name with all those themes, we know, but anyway, do your best.